Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Nika. For my new subscribers, thanks for stopping by. And for my old friends, I'm glad you're back. Today I'm doing a collaboration with Tranae from Becoming Fab. And we decided that we would do a fall themed or Halloween themed card. And as you can see, I am doing a fall themed card. I love fall. I love the oranges and the yellows of the trees. And I figured this would be perfect to do with this collab. So come along for the ride and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is tape my card front to the hardboard. I am using Canson watercolor cardstock, and taping it down just allows me to be able to keep it as wet as I need it to be and to blow it dry when I need to in this process. I'm going to use my Altenew Watercolors for this part of the project, well, for the whole project, for this watercolor project, and I'm using a nice square brush because I'm going to make a background of oranges and yellows, a striped background, if you will, of oranges and yellows. And so I'm starting out with the first one. Now the background is super wet, and that's how you see it falling down the page. And you want to keep it wet so you can get as much color on there as you can. And as you see me, I'm going through each of those yellow colors, oranges and yellows on the pan to the left of the screen. And in a few seconds, I'm going to do some drying of it so I can continue to add more color. A lot of times watercolors will dry back a little lighter. And so if you want them to be bright and vibrant, you need to go ahead and dry them and add more pigment and paint, or paint on top of that. And so now you see me drying my piece, and now I'm adding more color on top of that, and it's getting vibrant and it's getting bolder, which is the look I'm going for. And I'm going to continue to add color until I'm satisfied with how it looks. And so you just keep adding color on top of color. You do that whole process of coloring, drying, and you're just adding layer upon layer as you do this process. Next, I'm going to use my distress inks, and or my distress ink in what is it called? It is black soot, and I'm going to add some splatter, and then I'm going to use my Kuretake white ink. It's opaque ink, and I'm going to go ahead and add some white splatter on top of that as well, because a card with no splatter is just splatterless. Anyway, let's keep moving. And I'm going to blow dry that as well. And then I'm going to take it off of my hardboard. Be careful when you take it off of your hardboard. The blue tape will tear your paper. So it looks like I'm going fast, but I'm actually going really slow to pull back that tape so it does not ruin my piece. And now I'm going to stamp the images, the flowers from Pretty Pink Posh. It's called the Flourishing Fushias, which I love. I originally bought it without the dies. The dies weren't in. And so recently I was able to get the dies, which really, really set the card off with the dies. I love the dies. And so I'm going to go ahead and place these in my MISTI. That way I can stamp them more than once if necessary. I'm using Versamark ink, which is a sticky ink, because I'm actually going to gold emboss this with Recollections Gold. And so that's what you see me doing now. I should have prepped my cardstock with my powder tool, and I did not. And I got extremely lucky that I didn't have embossing powder all over the place. Now I'm heating that embossing powder, and it's going to bubble up and shine and be beautiful. And now I'm going to start painting and coloring in those flowers, again using my Altenew watercolors. So the one thing about my painting that I do all the time is I put down a light wash of color first. And that just allows me to be able to add depth and dimension with my flowers, because the second time around, after I let it dry for a few seconds, I'm going to darken the pigment, the ink, And I'm just going to add some dimension to the flowers. I really, really love this look, and I'm going to do this for all of the flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and add some music to this process, and I will see you on the other side. Now I'm going to go ahead and do all the die cutting that's going to take place for this card. So I'm cutting out my background with the rectangle stitch border die that you can buy from any company, Honeybee, Simon Says, MFT. They all have a stitch border die. My sentiment is going to come from my Friends. It's a die called Friends Duo die that you see me I'm cutting out right now, and I'm actually going to cut that twice. I cut that twice because it's going to add dimension to my card when I lay them one on top of each other. And now I'm taking those dies that go with the Flourishing Fuchsia and I'm putting them together. Sorry, I'm a little off camera right here. And now I'm going to go ahead and stamp the second part of my sentiment. That comes from, let me see. Where is that one? I cannot see where that one's from. But that's from Mama Elephant, the Friend Indeed stamp set. So I'm going to do that. And to cut that out, I'm going to use the Honeybee Sentiment banners, which are so super useful because I cannot for the life of me cut out the banners on the ends of the little strip. They never come out even for me. So when they created these banner dies, I went insane with happiness because now I have that and it's so much easier and it allows my card to be so much more polished. So I love it. Here I am taking the Friends sentiment and I'm going to get some glue and I'm going to glue them one on top of another, and that's just going to add some dimension to your card. Some people add 3, some people add 4, but it's really a nice touch, and it gives you like a thicker type feel to your card, and you can add that with any kind of die. Okay, so now I'm going to prep my card base, and I'm using my EK Success scoring tool right there, and I'm going to score it at 5.5 to make my card base. And now I'm doing my card front. I'm just layering all the pieces of the flower together, putting them where I want them to go. And I'm going to use Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to adhere all that down. And I'm going to start with Friends. And so I've already pieced them together, and now I'm going to glue them onto my card front, just finding the perfect spot for them to go. And then I'm going to get the little banner that says "You're a True," and I'm going to use glue again just to glue that down and put that loop on the F right there on the side of that banner just to snuggle it in real in the little area right there between the F and the D. I'm going to add the dot back to the I. And I'm using my jewel picker, which is like an awesome tool to have to get the little tiny pieces. And now I am gluing down the fuchsia flowers. And just finding out where I want them to be, remembering where I had them a few seconds ago, and just snuggling them together to get the cutest arrangement that I like. And then to hold them down so I don't have to hold them myself, I'm going to get a acrylic block just to hold them still for a few minutes and press down on them and get them nice and firm onto my card so they don't peel up. The worst thing you want is for someone to receive a card and it's falling apart. So it just takes a few minutes for that glue to adhere down and for those flowers to stay put. After that, I'm going to go ahead and add the leaves to the card front, right just above to cover up some of those stems. I think it's just a perfect touch. And it's just 2 leaves that come in the kit. So it's really, really, really cute. And again, adding those acrylic blocks. And while that is gluing down, I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to add my jewels from Pretty Pink Posh. And so I'm just going to pour out a little bit. And again, use my jewel picker to go ahead and add those jewels onto my card. It's like the finishing touch to this beautiful card. I think it came out superb. I love it so much, and I can't wait to give it to a good friend of mine when it's all over. So now just finishing up, adding some more jewels to the card. So super cute. Love it. One more jewel to go. Super, super cute. And then I'm going to attach it to my card. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please go check out Tranae's video here on YouTube and then go hang out with her on Instagram. I appreciate you all stopping by. If you like my video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification button because then you'll know every time I create a new video. And I create new videos at least once a week. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.